coverage you can count on. WGAL News 8 Today starts now.
Breaking news overnight, 2 homes catch fire in the Susquehanna Valley. We'll tell you where that happened.
The dynamic of school threats has changed dramatically and made it much more challenging.
Several Susquehanna Valley school districts still looking into threats of violence. Hear from a parent about how he feels sending his kids to school.
A group of state reps are going to lead a hearing in Lancaster today to address the issue of homelessness in the Commonwealth.
And we start this hour with a live look, checking out our Gettysburg Skycam on this Friday, the 13th. Good morning and thanks for being with us. I'm Caitlin Smith.
I'm Matt Parcaro. That'll get us into the fall feel, right?
Yeah.
Spooky Halloween's, 1 month away.
I love
a
fall.
little bit.
And fall is 10 days away.
That is true.
So
As we're in the 80s.
as we're in the
It
80s,
just
and
seems appropriate.
At least we're in the 80s and feeling comfortable. I mean, I'll take it. I'll take 80s with low humidity.
Yeah.
So it could be a lot worse. Let's take a look outside our Lebanon Skycam. We are starting off the day with some low-level cloud cover. Thought there might be some patchy fog. There has been, but it's been very limited, and I think it's because of the cloud cover. So that's some good news there. Visibility is not looking too bad. One area that's been, a couple areas that have been fluctuating back and forth this morning across Mifflin, Juniata counties. You can see visibility is down to near zero. 2.5 mile visibility there in Selinsgrove, Snyder County. This is an area that's really been struggling this morning with the fog. The rest of the area not looking too bad, and I think it is because of that cloud cover. Temperatures are much cooler where that fog has formed. That's because temperatures are in the upper 40s to low 50s. Elsewhere, though, the cloud covers kept temperatures in the low 60s. Dew points are in the low to mid 50s to right around 60, so not feeling too bad out there. We've had some crisp mornings earlier in the week, but now feeling not as crisp, but still comfortable. And you can see plenty of sunshine for the afternoon and highs climbing up above average in the low to mid 80s.
That Skycam in Lebanon looked just as you would think for
For
Friday the 13th, right?
Very appropriate.
Yes, a little
Yeah.
ominous out there
Ominous.
this morning.
And the roads are looking good for the most part. Well, we are following one crash right now in York County. This is in Manchester Township. I want you to keep this on your radar as you start your day this morning. There is a crash here in Effler as well, and I'll make sure to check on that for you. But that crash is on I-83 Bridge George Street at US 30 Arsenal Road. As you can see here, it's not really slowing down traffic that much, but it's something you should keep on your radar. I'm going to give you a live look right now at Paxton Street, Dauphin County. Things are looking pretty smooth out there, calm and quiet as you start your morning. I want to focus you, give you your attention back on my map right now and give you some drive times as you head out the door. 30 westbound Lancaster to Columbia, 10 minutes. 283 westbound Lancaster to E-Town, 13 minutes. And then 222 northbound Lancaster to Turnpike, 14 minutes. Drive safe out there, guys.
This has been a Lancaster Toyota traffic report.
We are following breaking news overnight. Crews are investigating this house fire in Lebanon. Take a look at the video there that a News 8 viewer sent us. Emergency dispatchers say fire crews responded to that scene around 11:30 last night. This was in Lebanon County. It happened near Varney Alley and Walnut Street in North Cornwall Township. No injuries reported there. And more breaking news this time from York County, where fire also damaged a home in Dover. Fire police tell us this fire started just before 1 this morning. The flames mostly contained to the back of that home. That home's on Elmwood Drive. No one was hurt in that fire, and so far there's no word on a cause.
Right now, crews still working to find out what caused the deadly house fire in Harrisburg. We first brought you this as breaking news yesterday morning as the firefight was going on. This fire started in a row home along North 15th Street in Harrisburg. Firefighters believe it started upstairs. That's where they found the woman. 8 other people are displaced because of the fire. The fire chief says it was difficult to fight because of where the row home is on the block.
We have a lot of trees making access to the front of the building bad. The back of the building, there is no access at all. There's no alleyways back there. It's literally yards against yards, so there's no way to get fire trucks back there.
Fire crews say there were no working smoke detectors inside the home where the fire started. The cause of the fire has not yet been determined.
Right now, police are investigating a deadly shooting in York. Officers say it happened just before 5 last night along West College Avenue. That's near Bance Park. Police say the male had several gunshot wounds. Now, there's no word on any suspects or arrests yet. The York County coroner does say this is the 9th homicide in that county this year, and 5 of those 9 were in York City.
This morning, school administrators still working with police to investigate threats this week that targeted 3 Susquehanna Valley school districts. You can see them on your screen. Chambersburg, Susquehanna, and West Shore school districts were all victims of these threats. We know police identified and spoke with at least 2 juveniles for making separate threats against Susquehanna and West Shore. West Shore had more police at its middle schools yesterday out of an abundance of caution. Parents we spoke with said that they are taking these threats seriously.
The idea was to bring them to school, support them, not have them, allow fear to just kind of completely dictate what they were doing today. But we talked to them about being respectful for anybody's decision to stay home or go to school based on their own thoughts and feelings, because this is a serious scenario.
We also talked with a former superintendent about these threats, about how police handle them. Bob Hollister led the Eastern Lancaster County School District for nearly 14 years. He says students found responsible for these types of threats face discipline.
At the end of the day, the best solutions are making sure that our students are franchised in some way to the school, that they're connected to friends, they have connections to people. That's the #1 way to prevent school shootings.
And when it comes to consequences, Hollister says that expulsion from school, that's on the table, but it's not always the best solution.
6:05, and today in Lancaster, Democratic lawmakers are hosting a hearing on how to address homelessness.
This comes after the U.S. Supreme Court ruled this summer that cities can punish people for sleeping and camping in public places. News 8's Jay Scott Smith is live in downtown Lancaster. Jay?
Yes, good morning, everybody. And that hearing is actually going to happen right here at Lancaster City Hall. It's going to be coming up a little bit later on today. And as Matt mentioned, it will be focusing on that Supreme Court ruling from earlier in the summer that says that cities and municipalities can actually punish people for sleeping outside. Now, if you're unfamiliar with that ruling, it goes back to June, where a 6-3 majority on the court overruled a previous lower court ruling that deemed it cruel and unusual under the 8th Amendment of the Constitution to punish homeless people for sleeping outside if they have nowhere else to go. Now, today's hearing will highlight the experiences that people who are dealing with homelessness here in the Commonwealth must face, and how that ruling by the Supreme Court is empowering local governments to arrest people for sleeping or camping outside. This also comes on the heels of Governor Josh Shapiro signing that executive order to create the first comprehensive housing action plan for Pennsylvania. He signed it yesterday, and the governor says it will address the state's housing shortage, address homelessness, and expand affordable housing options.
I want to be really, really clear. I think you all know me to be an impatient governor who wants to get stuff done yesterday. These leaders have 1 year to do this work, only 1 year. A lot of times, folks come up with strategic plans, and then like 30 years later, you wonder what happened with that strategic plan. This is an action plan that we are going to move on.
Now, the executive order tasked the Department of Community and Economic Development with leading this plan's development. Meanwhile, this hearing that will be addressing homelessness is going to happen at 1 o'clock here at Lancaster City Hall. It is open to the public, but if people can't make it out, it will also be available via live stream. Here in downtown Lancaster, I'm Jay Scott Smith for WGAL News 8.
All right, thanks, Jay. And today another event is happening, this one in York, to help veterans experiencing homelessness. The Crispus Attic Center in York is partnering with the York Revolution to hold a Stand Down to Homelessness event today at Wellspan Park.
So right now we're showing you video of last year's event. Veterans who do show up today will get a free lunch, a bag of non-perishable food, and Rapid Transit bus passes. There will also be free haircuts and dental screenings, as well as access to the York Revolution shower facilities. That event kicks off this morning at 10 o'clock and runs until 2.
All right, let's go to Mary Ellen and Gabrielle to get our Friday going.
Yeah, not looking too bad out there. Kids walking to the bus stop may encounter some low or see some low clouds. It won't be as crisp and cool as we've had recent mornings. It's going to be actually on the mild side in the low 60s. There may even be some patchy valley fog. Coming home, skies are bright, mostly sunny, and temperatures around 84 degrees. So warm conditions, but still comfortable. We do need some rain, and I'll let you know when we can expect some in my 10-day forecast.
You know, Mary Ellen, I think I'm going to call this Friday Feel Good Friday. I'm going to go out and enjoy myself today. But in terms of traffic, I'll tell you about a crash we're following that may slow down your morning commute.
President Biden welcomes the UK Prime Minister with the war in Ukraine top of mind. I'm Amy Lou in Washington with how the leading presidential candidates are tackling the issue.
Also ahead in Commitment 2024 coverage, new poll numbers out this morning showing how voters feel about the two presidential candidates after that first debate this week. We'll tell you who's in the lead this morning.
Have you looked out your window yet? Let's give you a peek over Ephrata. Still dark out there at 6:09. The News 8 Today wake-up call That's from York, and it's up next.